What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today we're gonna do another Ooh. Don't worry, guys, I'm still here. The burp has not taken over my channel yet. So I've been practicing a little bit. I've just drawn this piece right here and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe let's do some more men today. Sam does men. So I've just gone into our Patreon Discord server and asked my beautiful patrons to put in some of their OCs for me to draw. So I've looked through the entire channel. I've gathered a few pieces that I really enjoy, and these are the ones that I want to draw today. So this is a piece by Eos, and this is Eos's OC, Rusgar. Rusgar? He is one of the prophets in a world Eos is designing, but he actually refuses to be a prophet, so he gets banished from his land. He travels through the world looking for a safe place to stay. I think that's a pretty good story. It's nice, it's relatable. It's about a person who's running away from a destiny that was pre-molded for them. It makes you want to root for the guy. It's like, Rusgar, go out there and do your thing. You don't have to be a prophet just because other people tell you that you gotta be a prophet. And he has a big cat, so that's a bonus. Thanks for the support, guys. Oh, don't thank me yet. You have no idea what I'm about to do to your character. Here's another one that I thought was really cool. His name is Silas. He's just a teenager still, but he has a twin brother, Eric. So the story goes, as time passed, they grew apart and Eric ran away from home due to spite and jealousy of Silas. Silas is destined to be king, so Eric was jealous and ran away and started his own kingdom, but Silas wants Eric to come home because that's his brother. And here I really like the armor and the slender design on this character because he is supposed to be a teenager. He is younger, you know, just lanky and built like a stick insect. No muscle, no gym, very weak and flimsy. But I love the hairstyle, love the armor. I'd love to do some armor today. And last but not least, here we have Kai. He's really buff, like a lot more buff than how I drew him. So that's gonna be fun. He can be scary when he's angry, but he's mostly pretty quiet and reserved. He's also highly intelligent. And I like how you mentioned that he's half Korean. He has very Korean features. So he's a half demon, half Korean. I mean, this just sells it for me. Look at the way he's holding this baby. This is how we should all be treating babies. Babies don't deserve respect. Unless you're an art baby, in which case I love you. Anyways, before I go too far off the rails, we're gonna get started. So the first character that we're gonna do is... Oh my goodness. This is Alright, what do you guys say we give our prophet guy a shot? I really enjoy this kind of profile view of the character, so I'm going to keep that. Now, a lot of you guys have been asking me to show my sketch, but I'll be honest with you, this phase that I do here is not very helpful because I kind of just draw the outline of the face and there it is. You see, there's our character. There's the eye, there's the eyebrow. There's really not that much to see here. So just here down below, you can see he's got some very prominent abs. Probably one of his defining characteristics, so I cannot leave that out. Now, the one thing you're going to notice with a lot of my drawings is that my sketches are not too detailed. And the reason for this is because I know I'm going to end up changing things as I start painting and rendering the character. It's because I'm indecisive. I don't know what I want. I don't know how this character is going to turn out. I don't know anything. Alright guys, so there's our sketch. I'm just flipping this around to see kind of the mistakes that I'm making because when you look at something for too long, you kind of go numb to it. It's like how you wake up every day and you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, man, I look so good. And then someone takes a picture of you, you're like, whoa. It's not because you're ugly. No, you look great. It's because that picture's flipped and your brain is not used to looking at it. It's not what you expected because the canvas is flipped. So what I'm doing right now is I'm using this beautiful lasso tool. Okay, I'm selecting the silhouette of our character and I'm gonna fill in this shape with a base color. How do I choose my base color? Well, I don't know. Don't ask too many questions. He's got some dark gray robes and his skin tone's more of a tan color, I think. I mean, I would imagine that he's pretty tan because he's not wearing anything. And in a place that's hot enough where you can just wear nothing, the sun is probably pretty strong. So this will be more of a light value on his skin, and of course a darker color here for the hair. I love the rendering in the original piece. It's very simplified but still so effective. Look at all the shape language here. It reminds me a little bit of Loish. merge that down, combine these two layers, and then we're going to use multiply to start a shadow layer. I love doing the shadow layer. It's like your drawing becomes three-dimensional immediately. It's like you really give the characters so much volume, so much depth, probably more depth than the trauma that you've given them and their backstory could ever achieve. And behold, his abs. There we go. Up top, you gotta get the pecs. Below, you gotta get the abs. No pecs, no That's about all we need. Let's get some shading on his face now, right? Under the nose, a little bit under the lips, and under the lower lip. Jesus Christ. Okay, cheekbones, cheekbones. Jawline. Blend. Oh my goodness. Do you guys see what I'm seeing right now? God, what a beautiful man. We're just gonna merge it down. Now, I know you might be scared to merge your layers, but don't be scared. You don't want to be searching through like 1,000 different layers just to find that one brushstroke. Merge them. Don't be scared. Live with your mistakes. As a wise old man used to say, there is no such thing as mistakes in art, just happy little accidents. I mean, unless you're drawing all your characters with boxes, then you might be making a mistake. Now, I want to know the story with him and his cat. What's going on here? Are they friends? Are they childhood friends? Was the cat also supposed to be a prophet but didn't want to be a prophet? Now, I'm going to get some red and put that in the ear and call that subsurface scattering. Look at that. Oh my God, it's so juicy. Here's the eye, here's the nostril, here is the opening of the mouth. There we go. Now we're getting some of that white color in his eyes. Here's the thing, here's what you gotta remember. The whites of the eyes are never white. Now the whites of the eyes are naturally kind of an off-white color, but when they're in shadow, they might become more grayish. Add a highlight right here in the eye, get that texture across. And we're also going to add some highlights here on the nose ridge, for example, just to make the character shiny and Last but not least, let's get some highlights onto the robes here that are barely covering his body. Alright, so there's our first character. He is not Rusgar anymore. He's Rusgar. Alright, next up we have Silas. Silas is pale and he's all covered up. He's completely different from our last character, so this should be a lot of fun. Younger, you know, skinnier, less experience in life, less beaten down by the pain of day-to-day living. Same as before, we're just going to lay down our foundational colors. We're going to lay down our base colors right here. All right, beautiful. Now we're going to start a new layer, set it to multiply and shadows. I want to keep this really simple. You see, this kind of rendering technique where the light and the shadow are just two different colors is very common in animation. If you're a weeb and you watch anime, you're probably going to see this rendering style a lot. It's just so simple and effective. I was going to merge this layer down, but I just realized he's got a lot of blush. He's got a lot of red tones here in his nose and on his cheeks. Just like that. You know, this might indicate to us that maybe he lives somewhere a little bit more cold, or he's just shy. You shy, bro. These characters just get cooler and cooler. I mean, I want to know his story. Does he fight his brother, or do they make up in the end? What happens? All right, there we go. So I'm going to finish up the face real quick here by rendering out the eyes, which are this beautiful tealish color. Last but not least, add on some highlights onto the irises. for whatever reason, I don't know, maybe it's the hair, but he reminds me of a Ghibli character. I know we don't draw armor too much on this channel, but in general, if you're drawing something that is shiny, like armor, you want to have a lot of contrast. If something is going to be shiny, it'll probably reflect a lot of the hard edges and colors in its environment, and the surface is not going to appear too matte. When you blend it too much, for example, if you do something like this, and now the surface looks matted. Just adding a bluish tint here to the front because the original armor did have a slightly bluish hue. I'm really not talking much here because I gotta focus. I gotta think about what I'm doing. I'm not used to drawing armor. It is a bit uncomfortable, you know, to try to get that texture across. There's some gemstones on his chest. Let's add a bit of highlight to these. Make them look really shiny. Alright guys, so I went a little bit overboard with the armor rendering, so I'm going to have to do a little bit more here up top as well, because otherwise it's going to look like a cartoon character stuck onto a photorealistic body. But he's also got some dirt on his face. Maybe we can turn that into like war paint or something before he goes out and fights his brother to the death. There we go guys, there's Silas in all of his armored glory. I've been sitting down for so long I can no longer feel my butt. And last but not least, we have the half Korean, half demon guy. We're going to finish this off with something a little bit more simple. I'm going to do a quick little portrait here. So he's got white hair and it looks like a Korean kind of hairstyle. And the original artist said that he's got to be buff. Not sure why you didn't draw him as buff as he should be. Maybe you're not as confident with your anatomy, but that's okay. I got you. No need to worry, bro. Uncle Sam's got you covered. He's going to be huge. I'm going to make him huge. And Kai sounds like the name of a buff guy. Now, if you're watching this video and your name is Kai, but you're skinny and scrawny, please do better. All right, so what do you guys think so far? Very promising. Now the artist said that you could see some Koreanness in his features, and most Koreans tend to have monolid eyes and strong cheekbones and also, you know, flatter noses. Again, that's just a generalization, but I guess that's what we're gonna go with here. So Korean guys and girls tend to have eyes that are more almond shaped but sharper, kind of like this. I love my Korean friends. Not a day goes by where I'm not thankful for the invention of soju. Now it is said that because he's half demon, he's gonna have a little bit of a darker skin tone. I'm assuming the demon side of him is a bit darker in complexion. This guy's absolutely jacked. Look at him. He looks like he could bench your whole family. This guy could probably squat your car. He might even be able to deadlift the weight of all your trauma. Now here's a quick rendering tip for you guys. If you just don't want to draw crazy light and shadow and you just want something that can convey the three-dimensional nature of your character's face, this is all you need, okay? Shadow under the brow ridge, and then you add the shadow under the nose, one under the upper lip, and one under the lower lip. And now your character's face is rendered. That's it. That's all you need. But of course, we're not going to stop there though. We got to bring out his beautiful cheekbones. At this point, I don't know if I should upload this video because I don't know if the world is ready for him. I'm going to move on to the whites of the eyes. Remember that the whites of the eyes are never pure white. Beautiful golden yellow irises here. Beautiful eyebrows, beautiful eyes. Can I say that I know my audience here? We're gonna finish off on his face here with we're gonna add some highlights here. Okay, so there we go. And he's got a ton of piercings on him, so we cannot forget about that. All right, so I'm very happy with this piece. Going to do a little bit more rendering, and then I'll check back in with you guys with the final result.
1 hour later.
And there we go. Here's Kai in his final beautiful form. So that was an absolute blast going through this video and doing these 3 men. If you enjoyed this video, please do subscribe to my channel for more content just like this. And I hope this has inspired you to go pick up your pen and start drawing. Just start drawing. Don't worry about it. Remember, guys, there's no such thing as mistakes in art. Just very happy little accidents. I mean, I'm happy with this. With all that being said, I'll see you guys on the next video. Sam does men? What is this? This is crazy. Anyways, that's about it. That's all I got for today.